Hello and welcome back to Sister Starr. Still in Windhelm. We just left the palace, not for anything to do with the Jarl, the great Ulfric Stormcloak. Rather, we went to see the court wizard. We bought some spells, and it looks like we spent the better part of the afternoon there because it is now nighttime. So back to the inn we go. Still early. Oh, a woman roaming the streets. This is our hero, Sister Starr. Let's talk to this woman first, the beggar.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman, milady.
Well, not a beggar. She seems like she just takes what she wants.
It'll cost you.
Well, unfortunately, we did just spend all of our money, so if only we had seen her
The
sooner.
divine smile on a charitable soul.
Pickpocketing. I might level that up a little bit, probably not too much. We are not exactly the most reputable person in Skyrim. We've already stolen a few potions from a house. Oh, speaking of which, you should be on the lookout too. It's very easy to break into your house. You might want to get a new lock on there. So to the inn we go. We'll mingle. Oh, wow. That was some quick service.
Depends.
As soon as we walk in the door.
Hungry? Both.
Well, neither, but what else is there to do? The Nord mead of this town. And some venison.
See you around, my beauty.
Thanks for the compliment.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
If you've got some time, stop by my house of
The House of Curiosities.
I promise you'll see wonders.
Interesting.
My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection. Such adventures we had.
So, this is tied into one of the quests in Skyrim. Maybe we'll take him up on that.
But if you want a real drink, try the Corner Club in the Great Quarter.
Interesting. So
I still can't believe Isabella's gone. She was such a helpful young lass.
the barmaid here just recommended in another place as being having better alcohol.
Did you know that candle on the mantle?
It is good to see you again, my friend.
This guy does not have a clue. This is who we beat up in a previous episode for being a bigot. He did not apparently learn his lesson.
Hello,
Although he seems quite amicable
Hello,
to
friend.
us. So. Okay. Well, we could train in two-handed.
Yes. Now, to find
For
myself
two-handed, I don't have any plans to use it unless I get a unique weapon, which I want to use. So
You
I'm
one
not
of
against
those
it.
Skyrim for the Nords
Do I
types?
look like I'm for the Nords?
And
No.
you're right.
We think everyone
At
should be
least
welcome.
as far as I'm concerned.
So you
Don't
see
let
a
Ulfric
very
or some of
complex
these other
situation.
short-sighted Nords bother you. Most of us are happy to welcome
So
you.
most of them are happy. So this happened when we
Help the
walked in
Dark
town.
Elves.
I kind of avoided that
Oh,
altercation,
you
but
must
we
have
can
heard me talking to
we can
Malfear.
act like we overheard it.
The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter.
This guy is not happy with the way
Ulfric's content to
the
keep
Dark
it
Elves
that
are being
way.
treated. So
I
there
guess
are
they
some
think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight.
honorable Nords here.
Get him to lift a finger on their behalf. I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords and the folk beneath them.
Yep. So
I killed
It's
a
a
lot
point
of high
where-
elves in the Great War, and I didn't die.
wow. So
I guess
you
that
know,
makes me a war hero.
it's so complicated
Great
unpacking
War.
all this stuff.
There was nothing great about
He
it.
killed a bunch of high elves.
Thousands died on both
Not
sides.
proud of it.
Where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the
Yeah,
seeds
and
for Ulfric's
the Empire
uprising?
won, and
Another war.
things are
Safe.
worse. Things are getting worse. So, this guy is a
Glad you're here.
soldier. He's
Anytime,
lived.
I
He's
made
seen
my fortune
things.
as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
Speaking of seen things, sea captain,
Well,
retired,
nothing.
been around
At
the
least
world.
Not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. I was a sailor for many a year. I made my coin as a trader, and in time, I bought my own ship. When I
Very
retired
successful
here in
sailor.
Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck.
Visited Windhelm very often in his journeys.
If you're looking to pass the time, you can give Calixto a few septims and gawk at whatever oddity he's come across.
Okay, that's who we just
If
met
you're in need of
when we
goods,
walked in.
there's a market. If it's a soft bed and a hot meal you're after, there's Candlehearth
We're
Hall.
in Candlehearth Hall.
There's an author named Adonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shattershield and Cruelsea see most of the gold that
This
passes
guy has a
through the
lot of
city.
information for us.
And obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano. She's got her nose in everyone's business,
Well,
which I guess is
I
one
had
way
my
of
nose in her
problems.
business. In the previous episode, we broke into her house
Fair winds
to
and
return
falls.
something. Well, we took a few things.
Sailors.
Okay, Dragonborn. This guy.
Hello, friend.
He's...
The cruel seas have been sailors for
Okay, this
generations.
guy has no conversation.
Fruit, I regret
So
not
we're just
following in the
treating
footsteps.
everyone as an individual,
I still can't believe Isabella's gone.
hearing their
She
stories,
was
learning
such a
who they
helpful
are.
young lass.
Alright, sit by the fire.
Now more than ever, the world needs tales of heroism.
This is the writer that we were just told about. And we drink and we eat. We listen to song, we listen to stories. And we grow bored. So we decide to listen to the barmaid's advice and head down to the Grey Quarter to mingle with the underclass of Windhelm.
The divine smile on those who show mercy and charity.
This is the House of Curiosities we were just told about. We'll visit there in the daytime.
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
What has he heard about my honeyed words?
No one bought any flowers Wednesday. I don't know what to do.
I'm pretty sure I bought a flower from her that day, but we're not going to argue with her, and we're certainly not going to be baited into adopting someone when we ourselves have no home. Okay, here's the corner club. Let's
You
talk
need
to the
anything,
reveler
you see me.
outside.
I'm as resourceful as I am.
Okay, well, we need everything. We just started.
I'm a dark elf and I live in Windhelm.
Okay,
so
well,
yes,
that's
I
our
live in the Great Quarter.
literally our only
You
choice.
must be new
So
around here.
maybe
But
don't
no, they don't
be
let
that
my kind
sarcastic
live
about
anywhere
it.
outside that slum.
I'm just trying to
Take care.
get the stuff he just offered me. Where's your menu? Are you going into the bar? They won't let her in the bar, will they?
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat.
Oh, here
Good
we
to see
are.
you. Finally, someone useful is around.
I thought the
Already
Grey
gaining
Quarter would
respect
be a
among the
haven
dark
for my
elves.
kind. I was
If the
wrong.
guards would listen to Viola,
It was a pleasure.
they'd have caught the butcher by now.
Okay.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave?
I'm here to drink with you and hear your stories.
You've come to the wrong city then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking.
Well,
Unworthy of one.
I met one Nord who seemed to think otherwise, so perhaps there's more. He was the one helping you with the trouble you were
Nothing new
going
there.
through.
Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us. But Rolf is the worst. by
Well,
far.
Rolf, I've already
He
punched in the
likes to
face a
get
few
drunk
times.
And walk around the grey quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours. of the
Wow,
morning.
he
Ugh,
roams
real
the street. We
farmer
just
guy.
saw him in the inn, so he's not roaming these streets
Some
just
of
yet.
these
Maybe
Nords
after a
would come
few
up
more
with any
drinks.
excuse to despise us.
So,
And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians
well,
as
thankfully
well.
they are fine
In
with
fact, just about anyone who
the
isn't a
Redguards.
Nord is fair game for their bullying.
Apparently not, but we have not
May your path be
not
free from
received
danger.
any bullying or
Apparently,
anything.
some Nord women were murdered. Not sure why I should care.
Depends why they were murdered,
Drink for
right?
the thirsty, food for the hungry.
So, just exploring some of the background of the various viewpoints here in Windhelm.
Another drink. I'll be right here.
Hello, friend.
Come see me in the marketplace
Making
tomorrow.
friends.
You won't find better prices in all of East
We've
March.
bought stuff from her before, including some
It was
lockpicks.
difficult at first. The Nords of this city are at best
So
suspicious
she is
of
not a dark
outsiders.
elf.
But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough.
Well, as
that they
far
didn't
as I
leave
can
me
see, the
trouble
high
anymore.
elves are the actual
Dark Elves
problem.
are too proud and naive to understand the way things
Because they
truly
are the
and so they
Empire, the
continue to
Thalmor,
dwell in that slum.
and they're the ones kind of oppressing
Just
the
got here
Nords.
from the Somerset Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim.
But somehow in Windhelm, they're not the ones being accused of being a spy, which you would think would be more likely. But I guess to some people, an elf is an elf, and the dark elves look scarier. And they're also known to practice some dark arts as well, so it's... Okay, let's just eat.
Until next time.
Good
Things
to
have
see
been
you.
a lot worse around here since Ulfric took over.
So Ulfric has kind of emboldened everyone to be... Basically,
one of
it's
the
like
same kind,
they're
you
proud
know.
of being Nords
I'm glad to have met
because
you.
they're not allowed to worship who they want to worship. So they overdo it with the pride aspect. So,
It pleases me to see you again.
and some of them realize you can be proud to be a Nord and still not treat others disrespectfully. But
Looking for
apparently,
shipping?
you know,
We
Ulfric
always
has,
offer better service than the East Empire Company.
you know, Ulfric has emboldened everyone, and maybe they're a little
These lazy
too
Argonians
proud.
Better get their tails moving.
Okay, so this woman works at the docks, which we'll get to eventually, I'm sure. Okay, so this is
Hello,
a nice night on the town, as you would call it. Getting to know the local
Good to see you.
population. I think we've pretty much talked to almost everyone in town at this point. Possibly a few others at the docks we've never
If you
met.
need anything, come see me. I'm as I have a lot of
I
respect
wish
for
I
my
could
close
actually
friend.
get something from
His
this
views
guy.
are
Why does he
extreme.
say
Be
that?
careful. Ulfric isn't my first choice. But what else can a Dunmer do out here?
I don't know. You could actually leave town. There's like loot everywhere you go. Just go anywhere and
to see
fight
ya.
anyone and you'll get stuff.
Be seen.
Wow, the wind is really howling. The storm is picking up. It's been storming for days now. Multiple days.
I'm a sailor on the North.
Okay, so
We're laying over. in
we don't...
Redguard.
A visitor to town like we are. So, should we return to the inn? I think it's time to return to the inn. Maybe have another drink before bed. We're gonna have to get a room here.
Just stoke the fire. Take a seat
And
get the coffee.
wow,
want a drink?
a little slower than last time,
See
but
you around, my beauty.
we
You know about Talos?
don't need
He
another
founded
drink.
The Empire.
We have plenty of drinks on us. Okay, let's talk to
We're the
Yara
only
here.
temple in
Yara,
Skyrim that can openly worship Talos.
get some background information on the big issue of what Skyrim is
Talos,
basically
when
all
life
about.
was known as Tiber Septim, united Tamriel and founded the Empire. He was rewarded for his deeds by being joined with the Divines in eternal glory, the only mortal to do so. We worship him that we might follow in his path. We can't literally join him in the heavens, but we may do our best to know them here on Nirn.
So, the Divines are all divine.
Talos, who in
Talos
life
was a
known as
man.
Tiber Septim, united Tamriel and
And
founded the Empire. He was rewarded for
There's
his
a
deeds
bit of a
by being
controversy.
joined with the divines in eternal glory, the only mortal to do so.
Okay, we just heard this.
We worship him
Right,
that
it
we
needs to
might
get to the
follow in
next-
his path.
the
we
next
can't
part, though.
literally join him in the heavens, but we may do our best to know them here on Nirn.
Messed that up a little bit. All right.
The Empire's elven puppet masters never cared much for the idea of a human becoming a divine, so the worship of Talos is outlawed. Skyrim doesn't
See,
take kindly
elven
to being
puppet
told what
masters.
to do.
Very
And to try and forget Talos,
evocative imagery there.
they may as well ordered us all to cut off our ears.
So this is the
Blessings
the
of Talos
gist
be
of the
upon you.
struggle of the Nords. They're the ones being oppressed, but in their attempt to assert their independence, they've also become the oppressors. So very complicated situation in Windhelm. And we, as another outsider, are again just listening to
Can't
people's
just throw
stories,
the big logs on the fire.
not judging anyone
Gotta have a
because
little
of
bit,
what group they're in, but because of their
Still can't believe
individuality.
Isabella's gone.
This
She
guy
was
has
such a
nothing to
helpful
say.
young lass.
Got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat.
Well,
Sure
we'll just
thing.
rent the room.
It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room.
We do
Right
know
this
where it
way.
is. We stayed there
Oh,
last
pardon me.
night, but
Was I in your way? Sometimes the difference
We'll
between
follow
life
her.
and death is a swift steam.
I think we went. I think we stayed here already. Actually, I'm not even 100% sure. Stayed here
I'm
so many
cutting
times.
wood. I pretend there's an Imperial soldier's head on the stump.
Wow. So yeah, just like I said, getting to know everyone a little bit. So that was a nice, you know, hey, it's a drunken conversation.
Skyrim's
So.
truest sons and daughters, the Stormcloaks.
And here they sing
We drink to
of
our
freedom.
youth, to the days come and gone, for the age
This song, of course, in other taverns being told from the other side. Age of oppression versus age of aggression.
With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home.
And we'll listen to this as a sort of lullaby before we go to bed.
All hail to Ulfric, you are the High King. In your great honor, we drink and we sing.
So we have gotten to know the Nords, their struggles, and the people that they are causing to struggle as well.
Every one of us dies.
And it's been an interesting stay here in Windhelm. So join us next time as we perhaps explore some more in this town, or perhaps go on the road. Either way, we'll continue to meet the people and hear their stories. So thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time on Sister Starr.